Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have rock band the Revel. The Revel.
Hey,
Revel. Yes.
that sounds cooler though. The Revel.
Sounds French.
Yeah.
First off, I just want you guys to introduce yourselves, what you play, what instrument you play, and name off a couple of musical influences you have.
Want to go like this?
Yeah, you got
Sure.
it.
All right. I'm Kyle Smith with a Y, and I play drums.
Musical influences, Kyle?
Musical influences? Oh man,
It's on the spot.
everything consciously and subconsciously, but let's just say Jane's Addiction. Let's go with that.
What's up? I'm Dean. I'm the lead singer. Also play a little guitar. And influences for like voice, I would say like Rod Stewart, Bono, Liam Gallagher, Freddie Mercury, and for bands like Oasis, U2, it's kind of like the same as the singers, but yeah, that kind of stuff.
How you doing? I'm Dylan Dontuano. I play guitar and I backup sing a little bit. Influences as guitar would say. I mean, I have a lot. There's really endless when you really dive down deep into it. But the top couple are definitely, like Keith Richards, Joe Perry, The Edge, and some of my favorite musical influences as bands is Oasis, Arctic Monkeys, and yeah, I mean that's all I can list right now off the top of my head. But
There's many more.
there's many
We
more.
all have
yes.
a lot.
Hey, I'm Stephen Meir. I play bass and I sing harmony vocals. And earliest influences would be from my dad, which would be 80s electronic, and continues to kind of go in that way in the vein of like Kraftwerk, Yellow Magic Orchestra. And then I kind of drew a lot from the 80s vibe, a lot for music influences, and kind of sprouted out from there. But Stone Temple Pilots is a huge inspiration too.
Can you guys tell me how the band formed?
Sure. So it started off, we've all been playing in different projects, evidently our whole lives. And me and my brother Dean have been playing together for our entire life. And we were in a separate group at the time, and we played a show. And we ended up meeting Kyle. And we got together with Kyle and jammed. And Kyle and Steven have been friends, have been in groups for many years as well. So they knew each other from before. And we needed a bass player. So Kyle said, "Hey, I know somebody. His name's Steven." And
And then I said, "Hi, my name is Steven."
For the wrong reason.
And
I was standing right there.
we jammed once, and we've been jamming together ever since. So it's been a nice 3 years since this whole ordeal started. But
It's coming up. 3 years.
Yeah.
What's it like playing in a band with your brother?
I would say it's there's no fighting, which is what everybody wants there to be or think that being in a band with your brother might be. But it's very good because we share similar musical direction sometimes, but also when something's different, I'm not afraid to tell him like, "Yo, like that's fucking wrong or bad or something." And there's no feelings lost because we've been with each other for literally our entire life. So that's kind of the beauty of it.
They beat the feeling out of each other
But
already.
but naturally, sometimes we butt heads, but it's never a blowout fist fight argument. So we always get past it at the end.
Do you feel like there's like a kind of chemistry, being he is your brother, that you like sync up than with other bands that you've been in?
Yeah, we have this, that unspoken brotherly thing that we can just kind of tell by our next move just by looking at each other, which is pretty cool on certain things, and certain things is a surprise. So that's the best thing to me about that. So you can kind of show each other our next moves and whatever. There's that unspoken language.
How did you come up with the band name?
I think the band name kind of incorporates our personalities a little bit. I think we like to go out and have fun and have some sort of also rebellion. I can't speak.
Rebellion.
Yes, rebellion.
Just
Whatever the word is, I can't speak to that.
Rebellion.
Rebellion.
No, we like to go out and have fun. Also, we like to put that in our music.
New word.
Yeah.
We like to, we want our fans to have a good time. We want like everyone in the audience to have a good time. And that's kind of, to revel in it. That's kind of like the thing that we all agree on. It's just like, screw the bullshit. Let's just have fun, kind of thing.
You opened up for Bon Jovi. How did you end up getting that show?
We ended up getting that show through actually our manager, believe it or not, Harvey Leeds. And one day I got a phone call and he said, "Hey, you're going to open up for Bon Jovi. Do you want the show?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, like of course." At the Prudential Center, why the fuck not? Like 100%. So yeah, that was kind of the short. That's really what happened. There's no glamorous story beyond that, but yeah, that's how we got the show. And playing the show it felt normal at home to be on that stage, even though most people would say, well, it's a big arena, it's this and that. But you dream about this since when you're a little kid. So finally getting to that point just feels normal because you've replayed it in your head a million times. So definitely the most comfortable I've ever been on a stage before in my life.
I watched your video on YouTube where you're playing that show. You videotaped it live and stuff, and you guys did look comfortable, and you weren't nervous at all. It didn't look like.
No, not even a little bit. And speaking for myself, I never get nervous before a show. Definitely more of like a let's go, excitement,
Pumped
like
up.
let's go fuck shit up type of feeling, rather than shit quivering at my knees, afraid to go on stage.
I think we're all kind of like that.
I get a little nervous.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all have our moments that like oh shit. Sometimes it's like, certain things happen that day, and but you always have to know that you got to put on a great show, and that's the most important thing. So
I say at the first hit, all of us are good.
yeah,
The first note of the concert, and maybe before for some people, but anyway, bit of a tangent, I guess.
Yeah, after you start playing, it all goes away.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
You say you're running out, you don't have any doubts. You find it hard to give what you're giving. You take back yesterday, throw it all away. You cut me like a knife, now I'm bleeding. And it goes, oh baby, take my breath away.
With the pandemic and everything, with shows locked down and everything for that year, what did you guys do during that time?
We kind of dug deep. Yeah, we did it. We actually
Finger
did
painting.
We'll take another one.
we
Just kidding.
We ate a
yeah,
lot.
just kidding.
Obviously.
We dug deep and we started. We still kind of played 3 times a week and practicing, and there was a point where you guys were like pretty much living here. So we were writing new stuff. We were
Food's good.
we were writing new stuff. We were going down in different directions that we haven't gone down before, and kind of just getting tighter as a band and as a family, because this is a family, and just kind of bonding in that way. And coming out of it, we were better musicians, better songwriters, and better,
That's pretty much what we did, and it goes, right?
yeah. That's what
Yeah.
So, like, we birthed a whole child.
Two.
Two.
And lost in the
And
moment.
lost in the moment.
Yeah. So that was like,
Yeah, for those, and you may have seen it in the video, the Revel had started with the brothers, and they were looking for members, and they had people playing in the band. The Jovi concert was like that, and some of the early recordings as well. And And It Goes was the first time Steven and I laid tracks down with the Revel, and the band is a true four-piece at that point.
Yeah.
So it was a cool, monumental event.
Yeah.
Not the pandemic, but what came out of it and getting the chemistry down. And we're always looking in many directions, but we went that direction for that period of time. We're really happy with it. So
After everything was lifted and shows started opening back up, when you guys got back out there, did it seem like there was a lot more people out there and they were interacting and, glad that live music was back?
not more people, but there was, because, we played for some audiences, and a lot of the people in the audience were like, it was their first time out in a long time. When we just went on tour recently with ours, that was a really cool experience. So I wouldn't say it was necessarily more people, but it was a different vibe with them. They were super engaged in like a different way. There was a real desire for it. It was actually kind of a nice feeling, because I think a lot of people took live music for granted. It's coming back more and more now, but I'm talking fresh out of the gate.
yeah, more enthusiasm than usual.
I think there was a big release for people as well. Like they're finally out. They finally want to, they want to have fun, like you said, being more engaged, and it was a cool feeling. Interesting thing.
What state is your band based out of?
Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
We're in northern New Jersey, like 25 minutes outside of Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's kind of part of that whole New York City ecosystem, but everything. It's a billion cities up here. So.
You released And It Goes in March, got like a very catchy lyrics in it, like the woohoo part and stuff like that. How did you like create that song? Was that in the studio that you come up with some of that stuff, or did you have that before you went in the studio?
Well, I had an idea of like, let's just make like a kind of like a upbeat, make people like jump up and down kind of thing, and then I had the riff like na 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 na, and then we were kind of like, oh, let's just sing it instead of play it. So that's when the woohoo thing came about. And then when we all jammed it, like Steven and Dylan started singing that part, and then it all kind of like morphed together in that way. And it's just like a driving, like upbeat, fun song,
Yeah, it all kind of ties into what we were saying before, like wanting people to have a good time in the Revel. And we kind of wanted to create something that encouraged that for people.
Yeah. It's easy to follow that song for sure. It's on purpose.
Yeah, it really is.
Don't give it away.
We've said it before, but the chorus is very straightforward, and then the verses are like a kind of a fun swing.
And you were thinking of that song, right?
Yeah, drumming wise, Beautiful People, Marilyn Manson. I always thought that Tom pattern was pretty good. And Dean had like an initial idea for straightforward, and then I just wanted to throw the swing in there, and I think there you go, and it goes.
You guys just recently released Lost in the Moment in July. It's piano driven and it's like laid back. It kind of reminds me of like a Bon Jovi ballad. I don't know if you get that feel off of it or not, but
No, I do not. No.
It's our tribute song to another Jersey artist. No.
That's not. I mean, that's not. It's by no means an insult.
No,
Like,
it's not. It's not.
no, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it was just like, straightforward, not too many instruments in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the B side to "And It Goes."
Yeah, it's very
You
different.
know, show our range of capability.
Do you got any plans to release album here soon?
In the new year, we have a plan to release some more singles. That's kind of the plan right now. But as everybody knows, plans could change in an instant. So, as it stands now, we're going to have some new material in the new year, probably January, February, and release something new probably till the summertime. And it's going to be totally different, and it's going to be great.
Yeah. Not going to be totally different, but we're kind of going in a new direction.
We have more range to show.
Yeah.
Is there any shows coming up in the future?
Yeah, we have a show on the October 27th with a band called Joyous Wolf. We have a show November 5th with Buck Cherry. And then we have a show the day after Thanksgiving with Fuel. And those are in the New Jersey and Pennsylvania areas.
Where can we get a hold of you guys at? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Our
Instagram.
main channel is through Instagram, but we're also on Facebook and Twitter as well. Also on our website, the Revel.band has all the latest information, but our main channel would be Instagram that has all the latest information on it.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have. Do you guys got anything else to add?
Do you have anything to add?
Were you picking that vibe up from me?
No, not at all. I'm just asking.
He's not good at math.
Yeah, I got some salami and mayonnaise. I'd like to put on it.
No, well, thank you for taking the opportunity to interview us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And well, like we kind of just wrapped up the interview, we definitely have more music coming, more so in the single format, and hopefully an album at a certain point. But the compilation of songs has to feel right and cohesive, I think, for all of us to settle on an album. And we definitely will be booking more shows, but for now, that's what we have, and more to come. Instagram will be the calendar, we'll say, for anything coming. So
In the website.
yeah.
When you pushed it all away, did you wanna love to say, oh baby, today? 'Cause I'll never leave you, even though I know we're lost in the moment today. I'll never leave you, even though I know we're lost in the moment today. We're just lost in the moment.